Very good evening to all my students. I was teaching you this chapter, that is Fritz, included in grade 11 ISC. So students, is the screen visible in front of you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now in case if we talk about, this is the doll Fritz. I will not ask you to start believing in ghost. I will not ask you that after watching movies like Insidious, Annabelle, start believing in ghost. But if there is positive energy, then there is negative energy. I don't know whether to trust this or not, but I don't know why these people produce and direct movies. I hope it is visible. How come this can happen? Look at this doll. Look at this doll. I know it's a movie, and all my students of class 11 who are watching this movie right now, video clip right now, must be shocked that how come a doll behave and possess human activities. So whether ghost exists or not, I'm again going to teach you this chapter, that is Fritz. Fritz is a story of a 12-inch doll that was gifted by Jayanto's uncle when he was a child. Shankar and Jayanto were holding good position. Shankar and Jayanto were holding good positions. Jayanto was working in the editorial section of a newspaper. So in short, we can say Jayanto was an editor. Shankar was a school teacher, and he is the narrator of this chapter. Remember this, there is a lot of confusion in understanding the characters. Jayanto is playing the role of a protagonist. He is an editor. Shankar is a school teacher. And apart from this, he is the narrator. Jayanto had spent most of his time in his childhood in Bundi, Rajasthan. It's a small district. I'll not say that it is a visitor's place or a tourist place. But yes, Jayanto's father used to work in the archaeological department. This is the reason he used to be there. Now, after several years, when Jayanto is holding a wonderful position of an editor, Shankar asks him that, Jayanto, let's go somewhere. Why don't we spend holidays taking out time from such a hectic schedule? Shankar and Jayanto, they both agree to it. But it was very unfortunate that Jayanto, he took the name of the same place where he was in childhood, that is Bundi. Again, I would like to repeat the same thing, that is in Rajasthan. Shankar was shocked that how come Jayanto wants to be here. Fine. Neither it is a hilly area, nor that adventurous, not even herd. Fine. Shankar wanted to spend time with his friend. They both decided to go to this place and finally reach this place. They made a stay at the circuit house, which is also called the guest house. Soon Jayanto came to Bundi, Rajasthan. His entire personality was transformed. Can anyone tell me, just a wild guess, that why did Jayanto start behaving weirdly? Why would someone's personality change once he is at the same place of his choice? Tell me, who selected this place, Bundi, Rajasthan? Who was it?
Jayanto.
Obviously
Jayanto.
Jayanto. Obviously Jayanto.
Jayanto.
And look at Jayanto. He himself is now behaving weirdly. His personality has changed, and Shankar is observing this. And even Shankar was like, I'll not say angry at Jayanto or mad at him, but Shankar was shocked to see that how come a drastic change can take place in Jayanto's behavior. I think so. Why will I think? Satyajit Ray, the narrator of this chapter, has clearly mentioned this, that it's because of the memories of his childhood. Something or the other must have definitely happened in his childhood, and Jayanto does not properly remember it. When he came here, one by one, he starts remembering few things. The next day, when both the friends went out for sightseeing, he tells Shankar, Shankar, there is a deodar tree at the end of this compound. There is a deodar tree at the end of this compound. Shankar was shocked that, okay, fine. If there is a deodar tree, fine. And students, this was a bit disturbing when they walked to the end of the compound, they saw a deodar tree. This shocked Jayanto but did not shock Shankar much. Shankar was only surprised that how come Jayanto remembers this. And Jayanto was surprised to see the deodar tree still there. Why? Because in Jayanto's childhood, this is very important part. When he was here with his father, where? Bundi, Jayanto's uncle gifted him this doll named Fritz. A 12-inch human-looking doll, as if it was real. Very staring and scary eyes. The personality of the 12-inch doll was as if really a boy is standing. So Jayanto used to spend a lot of time, talk to the doll, used to take care of the doll. Unfortunately, one very haunted memories of his childhood is that one day when Jayanto went away for a while, keeping this doll in solitude, when he returned, he found the dogs who had bitten the doll. The dogs who had bitten the doll into pieces. Child is a child. You know that mind is not that matured. If you talk about the maturity level, obviously a child would never think like a man. He decided to bury the doll under the deodar tree. There are many students who say that, sir, oh, this is the story, that's it. No. Burying the doll under the deodar tree is the only information that Satyajit Ray has given in this chapter, bachon. This is the only information about Jayanto's childhood. Yes, so any doubts still over here? Come on. I would entertain it. Yes, please.
So
Any-
why he was acting weird?
What happened, bache?
Why Jayanto was acting weird?
Why Jayanto was acting weird? Okay, good question. And I would tell you that Jayanto was acting weird. Number one, whatever happened with him in the childhood at Bundi, Rajasthan, it started haunting him. Second thing, Jayanto was missing Fritz. He started to remember slowly and steadily everything about his childhood. And yes, another fact of Jayanto turning so weird is paranormal activities started to happen with him. Remember this, a human being, in case if all of a sudden he starts isolating himself, he starts abandoning himself, then there is something wrong. Either his relationship is not working or he is possessed. So the chapter is related to paranormal activities, that is ghost. Yes, Jayanto, I would say that he's like not possessed, but he could feel it. These activities can be easily felt. So I pray to God that no one becomes the victim of paranormal activities, students. Second doubt,